Did Jakobsen crawl this far? Can I identify the scratches his nails ruined into the rocks? Am I following him cell for cell, inch for inch? Why did he turn back on himself and not carry through to the ascent?
Hmm. 今日も寝る前にちょっとだけやりますかね。あそこから落ちてきてなんで生きてんの？10メートルぐらいは落ちてない？ちょっと斜面なんのかな？いや、それでも結構高いぞ、これ。おお、あ、びっくりした。なんかモンハンでありそうなキノコ。光苔的な。光苔はアイスポーンかな。あ、こっちに行ける。おお。なんか壮観だね。
It was as if someone had taken the car and shaken it like a cocktail. The glove compartment had been opened and emptied with the ashtrays and the boot. It made for a crumpled museum, a shattered
こ
exhibition.
れはスマホの電池切れマークですね。やっぱ O とか H とか元素っぽいんだよな。なんかすごいの書いてある。あ、これもしかして地図？この島の。そう見えんこともない。すんご。え？ さすがに理解に苦しむな。なんかやたら矢印っぽい図形はよく見るんだけどね。NH2。わからん。これ戻っちゃうんじゃない？ルートが。どっか行けたこれ。なんかよく見たら卵みたいのある。違うか。石かただの。根本的にここじゃないのか、進行ルートが。言うてこっちもこっちで滝壺だったしな。落ちるってこと？そういうこと？絶対戻されると思ってた。めっちゃ幻想的だな。外に繋がってるんかな。まだ落ちんの？いや、さすがにこれは違うな。このキノコ部屋で飼育したいな。逆に寝れなくなるか。明るすぎて。
If the caves are my guts, this must be the place where the stones are first formed. The bacteria phosphoresce and rise, singing through the tunnels. Everything here is
水晶
bound
が
by
生え
the
てる。
rise and fall, like a tide. Perhaps the whole island is actually underwater.
水晶ってなんかとんがってるイメージだけど、本当に最初からこんなとんがってんのかな。キーボードでやるの疲れるな。ずっとね、W 押しっぱで指が疲れてしまう。後のがいいかな。すごっ。
I will hold the hand you offered to me, from the summit down to this well, into the dark waters where the small flowers creep for the sun. Headlights are reflected in your retinas, moonlit in the shadow of the crematorium chimney.
Oh, 珍しくちゃんと文字が書いてある。リホールドいや全然読めん。リホールドだ尽くすなんとかなんとかなんとか。英単語以前に文字が読み取れない。これもなんかさっき見たな。わけわからん図形。この島は何なんだ本当に。錬金術師の 巣窟みたいな。なんかの設計図っぽいけどね。何これ。光るごぼうみたいな。わっ。水中って怖いよな。まさかまた落ちるんですよ。あ。ここ、どこてっきり俺死んだ扱いで戻るかと思った。街だね。あ、帰ってきた。どうなっちゃったのこれ。あれまだ上進めたな。穴に落ちなければ。さっき見てたのは夢的な。あ、これなんかチャプターが進む気がする。だいたいこういう段差を越えるとね、チャプターが変わるんですよ。まあ何分ぐらいやったかな。まあ、30分経ってない。まだ20分か。もう一個ぐらいチャプターが進んだらやめるかな。木が綺麗だな。
I sat here and watched two jets carve parallel white lines into the sky. They charted their course, and I followed them for 21 minutes until they turned off near Sanford and were lost. If I were a gull, I would abandon my nest and join them. I would starve my brain of oxygen and suffer delusions of transcendence. I would tear the bottom from my boat and sail across the motorways until I reached this island once again.
Yeah, やっぱシャバの空気はうめえな。多分ああいう場所、兵所恐怖症には辛いよね。写真が備えられてる。
Dear Esther, I find each step harder and heavier. I drag Donnelly's corpse on my back across these rocks, and all I hear are his whispers of guilt, his reminders, his burnt letters, his neatly folded clothes. He tells me I was not drunk at all.
何これ？通信機。よくわからん機械と治療の痕跡。医療道具かな？電気ショックかなんかのやつ？かなり島自体は荒廃してるものの生活の跡が見られるんだよな。でもあんな立派な塔があるあたり遭難したって感じじゃなさそうだけど、結構港もしっかりしてたしな。タイヤが唱えられてる。何この音。あ、急にホラーブルのやめてもらえます？さっきもなんか車の写真が唱えられてたけど、なんか関係があるのかな。謎は深まるばかり。
There were chemical diagrams on the mug he gave me coffee in, sticky at the handle where his hands shook. He worked for a pharmaceutical company with an office based on the outskirts of Wolverhampton. He'd been travelling back from a sales conference in Exeter, forming a strategic vision for the peddling of antacid yogurt to the European market. You could trace the connections with your finger, join the dots, and whole new compounds would be summoned into activity.
ここは頑張れば読めそうだけど、いいかな。なんとかなんとかアラウンドなんとかなんとかって書いてあった。
From here, I can see my armada. I collected all the letters I'd ever meant to send to you, if I'd have ever made it to the mainland, but had instead collected at the bottom of my rucksack, and I spread them out along the lost beach. Then I took each and every one, and I folded them into boats. I folded you into the creases, and then, as the sun was setting, I set the fleet to sail. Shattered into 21 pieces, I consigned you to the Atlantic, and I sat here until I'd watched all of you sink.
卵なんか紙で作った船みたいのはたくさん。おお。あれ？戻れない。この船は何なんだろう。灯籠流し的な、そういう感じ。進めるところなくない？こっちから来たから上か。こう歩いてるけど、ポケモン GO とかやってたら余裕で歩ける。こんぐらいなら。
The pain in my leg sent me blind for a few minutes as I struggled up the cliff path. I swallowed another handful of painkillers, and now I feel almost lucid. The island around me has retreated to a hazed distance, whilst the moon appears to have descended into my palm to guide me. I can see a thick black line of infection reaching for my heart from the waistband of my trousers. Through the fugue, it's all the world like the path I have cut from the lowlands towards the aerial.
だいぶなんか鉄塔が近くなってきたな。
I've begun my voyage in a paper boat without a bottom. I will fly to the moon in it. I've been folded along a crease in time, a weakness in the sheet of life. Now you've settled on the opposite side of the paper to me. I can see your traces in the ink that soaks through the fiber, the pulped vegetation. When we become waterlogged and the cage disintegrates, we will intermingle. When this paper aeroplane leaves the cliff edge and carves parallel vapor trails in the dark, we will come together.
これ合ってるよな。若干戻っ
If
て
only
る気
Donnelly
が
had
しないでもない。
experienced this, he would have realized he was his own shoreline, as am I. Just as I am becoming this island, so he became his syphilis, retreating into the burning synapses, the stones, the infection.
ナレーションが出てるから多分合ってる。
Returning to my car afterwards, hands still shaking, and a head split open by the impact. Goodbye to tearful aunts and traumatized uncles. Goodbye to the phenomenal. Goodbye to the tangible. Goodbye Wolverhampton. Goodbye Sanford.
絶景ポイ
Goodbye
ントだね。
Cromer. Goodbye Damascus. This cliff path is slippery in the dew. It is hard to climb with such an infection. I must
これ
carve
が
out
い
the
わゆ
bad
る
flesh
オーシャン
and
ビューっ
sling
てや
it
つ
from
で
the
すわ。
aerial. I must become infused with the very air.
なかなか見晴らしのいい家だね。津波が怖いけど。デンジャーって書いてある。さすがに読めよ。いや、あの位置よく書いたな。あ、やべ。
Come back.
なんだ、夢か。なんか終わりそうな雰囲気。
I have dredged these waters for the bones of the hermit, for the traces of Donnelly, for any sign of Jakobsen's flock, for the empty bottle that would incriminate him. I have scoured this stretch of motorway 21 times, attempting to recreate his trajectory, the point when his heart stopped dead and all he saw was the moon over the Sanford Junction. He was not drunk, Esther. He was not drunk at all, and it was not his fault. It was the converging lines that doomed him. This is not a recorded natural condition. The gulls do not fly so low over the motorway and cause him to swerve. The paint scored away from his car in lines like an infection, making directly for the heart.
風がすごいね。
The trails in the air, white lines etched into these rocks. Dear Esther, I have burnt my belongings, my books, this death certificate. Mine will be written all across this island. Who was Jakobsen? Who remembers him? Donnelly has written of him, but who was Donnelly? Who remembers him? I have painted, carved, hewn, scored into this space all that I could draw from him. There will be another to these shores to remember me. I will rise from the ocean like an island without bottom, come together like a stone, become an aerial, a beacon, that they will not forget you. We've always been drawn here. One day the gulls will return and nest in our bones and our history. I will look to my left and see Esther Donnelly flying beside me. I will look to my right and see Paul Jakobsen flying beside me. They will leave white lines carved into the air to reach the mainland, where help will be sent.
Eh? 何してくれちゃってんの? I can fly. 主人公が飛び降りたんかと思ったけど、エンディングでぐるっと回ってるだけかな。あ、鳥の影がある。鳥の視点ってこと？どうやらクリアしたっぽいね。ほんとね、ゲーム性らしいゲーム性はないんだけど、島の背景を紐解いていくって感じなんかな。歩き回って。エンディングスキップはないのか。終了はできるけど、スキップではないな。てかエンディング無音なんだね。多分 C パート的なものはないでしょう。 一応ね、これ Steam で無料なんで、もしよかったらやってみるといいかもしれないですね。では、お疲れ様でした。